you have to have that in the back of your mind that, you know, it's probably pretty much gonna happen. And but still, you got to prepare like, what if it doesn't? So I'm prepare like if it doesn't happen. If it does happen, then hey, I'm going to New York.
That's Eddie House spilling the beans on a deal that has him headed to the Big Apple along with J.R. Giddens for Nate Robinson. The Knicks very busy as Donnie Walsh continues to reshape his roster prior to the deadline while trying to free up cap space for the coming free agent class. New York saved some more money this year by swapping Darko Milicic for Minnesota's Brian Cardinal. Walsh also continuing talks with the Rockets on a possible multiplayer swap, which would bring Tracy McGrady to Madison Square Garden, though their primary competition for T-Mac, the Chicago Bulls, who dealt John Salmons to the Bucks for Kurt Thomas and Francisco Elson on Wednesday. The Bulls were also the Knicks' competition on the court in the back end of a home and a home, this time from Broadway. Nate Robinson's locker cleared out at Madison Square Garden, subject to trade talks to the Celtics. New York home to Chicago, third quarter. That's Derrick Rose taking it all the way for the lay. He scored 27. The Bulls in search of the home-and-home sweep of the Knicks. That's Rose kicking out for Brad Miller. He's subject to trade talks, but he's doing it from deep there, part of a 21-point night. Under 2 minutes to go, Knicks down 4. Chris Duhon works the pick and roll with David Lee, who continues to produce double-doubles for the Knicks. 23 points, dozen rebounds. New York within a deuce. That's Tyrese Thomas, another player subject to trade talks, flushing along the baseline. Bulls hand the Knicks their 5th straight loss, sweeping the home-and-home 115-109. There's Dwight Howard getting his Team USA jersey before Orlando's run with Detroit. Perhaps the red, white, and blue uni fueled Superman because he was terrific on this night. Finishing the run there in the second quarter had Orlando up a dozen. Third quarter, Howard spinning and finishing with power in the lane. He had 33 points and 17 rebounds fourth quarter. It's Jason Williams fighting him one more time off the alley-oop. Orlando up 10. They outscored him in the fourth, 33-14. Jameer Nelson finding Rashard Lewis for the corner tray. Despite 36 from Rip Hamilton, Orlando still comes away with a 25-point win. Around the NBA, Tim Duncan had a rough night from the floor, missing on 19 of his 23 shots. But the Spurs power forward grabbed 26 rebounds, while Tony Parker scored 28 in San Antonio's comeback in Indy. The Hawks get 31 from Al Horford, while Steve Blake scored just 3 points in his Clipper debut as Atlanta rolls at the clip joint 110-92. Despite 32 points and 10 boards from Chris Bosh, the Grizzlies get 29 from Rudy Gay in outlasting Toronto in overtime. Shane Battier and Trevor Ariza each hit 6 trays as the Rockets connect on 16 three-pointers, one shy of a franchise record, hitting the Bucks with a season-high 127 points. Rookie Steph Curry scored 24 along with 15 assists, while C.J. Watson more than made up for the loss of Monte Ellis in pumping in 40 as the Warriors blast the Kings by 32. Our top trio of dunks begins with Brook Lopez finishing the Nets run off the alley-oop feed from Terrence Williams.
A lob, catch and slam, Brook Lopez.
Boy, that was just flat out terrific.
Runner-up is Superman, another big man running the floor, rewarded by Jason Williams.
Little white chocolate on a Wednesday night. Follow through with the fake to the pass in the corner.
Tops is Golden State's Chris Hunter, making the most of his only field goal, cleaning up one of the few misses from C.J. Watson.
C.J. made, 15 of his first 16 shots. He's now missed 4 in a row. But Chris Hunter right on the spot.
Chris Hunter takes home our dunk of the night. Our stat sheet stuffer of the night is C.J. Watson, who scored a career-high 40 points in Golden State's blowout of Sacramento. Making up for the absence of Monte Ellis, Watson hit on 16 of his 23 shots, including 15 of his first 16. He also had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and a pair of steals to take home our stat sheet stuffer of the night.
I'm feeling as good as I can be in this situation. We're still winning games, so that makes me happy. And the ankle's getting better. The finger kind of is what it is. I mean, it's broken. It's not something that's going to, the bones aren't going to mend themselves in this time period.
It's last shot time with Kobe providing an update on his playing status. Bryant doubtful for tonight's run against the Celtics, expecting to miss his 5th straight game thanks to lingering pain in his left leg and ankle. The Lakers, though, have won the last 4 games all without Bryant in the lineup. Our Dime Time is up, capped by the call of the night. So take a look and listen, and thanks for watching. I'm Jim Baskel.
Here comes Manu against Rush. Ginobili to the hole, block. Duncan kicks it back out. Hill off the iron, 4 seconds to go. Duncan again tips it to Parker. That ought to do it. Richard Jefferson, ball game, and the Spurs escape Indy. Our Budweiser plays of the game, Duncan on the glass.
Gets it, tips it out. George realizes the shot clock hasn't gone off. Manu gets a piece of it. Timmy gets a piece of it. A little beach volleyball ends the game.